Welcome back. So in our last Canvas lecture, we focused on document drafting, how Canvas gives you a live workspace to refine writing with Gemini right beside you. But document drafting is really just the beginning of what Canvas can do. And you have already seen some of it without realizing it. Remember that Create button that appeared after your deep research report was ready? The infographic, the quiz, the flashcards. That was Canvas. Deep Research delivers its report directly inside Canvas, which is why you could transform it into all those formats without ever switching tools. Deep Research and Canvas are connected by design. Google built them to flow into each other seamlessly. So let's look at the full picture of what Canvas can do. The first thing Canvas can build beyond documents is web pages. And I don't mean plain HTML with some text on it. I mean structured, interactive pages with information cards, charts, visual layouts, and clickable elements. Think about the last time you had to share a report or a brief with someone who wasn't going to read a wall of text. With Canvas, you can take that same content and say, turn this into a web page. Or simply click on the web page button. And within seconds, you have something that actually looks like a real page. You can share it with a link, no publishing or hosting setup required. Next is infographics. If you have ever tried to explain something complex to a non-technical stakeholder, a process, a comparison, a decision framework, you know the challenge. Words can only do so much. Canvas can take your raw content and restructure it into a visual format. Clean sections, digestible chunks, icons, comparison side by side. And you can keep refining it in the same chat. Make the second section bigger, change the tone to be less formal, and it updates it in real time. Third, Canvas can also generate interactive quizzes and flashcards from any content you throw at it. This is useful beyond just studying. Think client onboarding, team training, product knowledge checks. You describe what you want and Canvas build a working interactive quiz. No third-party tool, no form builder, no extra steps. There is also an audio mode. Canvas can transform written content into a podcast-style audio overview, a conversation between two AI hosts that discuss and summarize your material. It is useful if you want to go through a long document while walking or share findings with people who would rather listen than read.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're unpacking a vision that feels like it's, really shifting under our feet. We are moving past that old idea of a smart assistant that just sets timers or plays music. We're looking at this concept of a universal assistant.
Right, a partner that actually anticipates what you need before you even ask.
And then there is the big one. Canvas can build fully functional apps. Working software. You describe what you want. Recipe organizer, trip planner, our quiz tool, our budget tracker, and Canvas generates the code and runs it for you right there in the window. You don't see the code. You don't need to understand the code. You just see a working interactive app. And it is not static. You can keep chatting with Gemini to adjust it. This is what's being called vibe coding. Building software by describing what you want, rather than writing code line by line. We touched on this concept in the Gen AI Implementation Impact lecture of the course, and now we are about to see it live. Here is what I love most about Canvas in this context. It is not a separate developer tool. It's the same workspace you have already been using to write documents and outlines. The move from draft me a document to build me an app is just one conversation. In our next lecture, we are going to do exactly that. We are going to pick up right where we left off. We used deep research to finally get a clear, evidence-based answer on breakfast nutrition. And we are going to turn that research into a family breakfast recipe app that suggests healthy, quick meals for both adults and kids. Let's go build this app.